What's poppin', guys? Your boy Kavi back with another video, back with another banger from me. So today I want to talk about why I love trucking. Alright, I love trucking. Trucking gives me a beautiful life. It's easy money for me, But let's get into it. So for someone who I did a lot of jobs, okay? I'm about to be 25 in October. I done a lot of jobs. Okay, I worked at a lot of jobs. I used to work at Amazon. I used to work at Walmart growing up. I used to work at semiconductor. I was an expediter for a tech company. Bro, I did a lot of jobs, but trucking is, in my opinion, the best career that I had so far. I'm not gonna be here for a long time, of course, but so far trucking is it for me. You feel me? I love trucking for several reasons. First of all, I'm an owner operator. Okay, so there's always negatives and positives that come with it. One thing I like about trucking is the money. Okay, money is really good as an owner operator. That's one thing. I love trucking because of the money. I make a lot of money, but I'm also saving a lot of money, which is really good. Saving a lot of money is very important for me because I'm trying to be a pilot, you know what I mean? And I'm actually learning about business, how much fuel do I need, like how much should I save, how much should I spend, my time. You're basically running a business, okay? So that's one thing I like about trucking is the money. I love making money, okay? The second one is time. Time that I have to myself. I have a lot of time on my hands that I can study, I can listen something informative, I can make a video like this. I have my privacy basically, yeah. I love it. It's really, really good to have time. Okay, time to yourself, no distractions. Being in the trucking industry will force you to be productive, in my opinion. Making videos, working out, making videos about working out, this and that, you know what I mean? That's another thing, time and money. I love trucking because of those two reasons. Another thing, right? You get to see a lot of new stuff. All right, you get to see a lot of new stuff. I live in Minnesota. I lived in Minnesota since 2018. October of 2018, I moved to Minnesota like 2 weeks after I turned 18, and I never thought I would move out of Minnesota, you feel me? I used to live in Wisconsin, then I moved to Minnesota. I still live in Minnesota, but when you are a truck driver, right, you get to see a lot of different states. Some might work for you, some may not work for you. Right now, I'm thinking of moving to South Dakota. You know what I mean? It's cheaper, less. There isn't a lot of people out there. I mean, there's like maybe 500,000. Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, there's like 1 million. There's 500,000, St. Paul 500,000 in Minneapolis. You feel me? So you will get to see a lot of things when you're a truck driver. You will get to see a lot of stuff. It's really good. I love trucking, bro. Trucking gave me a beautiful life. It gave me a way to go and accomplish my goals, meaning saving up money and going to aviation, So that's one thing I really like about trucking. I felt trapped when I was doing my 9 to 5, like you're there 5 days a week. You don't really have a lot of time to create something. You don't have a lot of time to go to school. When you get back from work, you're tired because you've been working like 12 hours straight and you're not making that much money. You know what I mean? So trucking for me is a way out of the rat race. I use trucking to fund my dreams and goals, and I always learn about new skills. I always listen something informative. I don't care if it's podcast talking about how to grow food, how to make music, how to save money, how to start a business. I always learn something new, fam. You know what I mean? So trucking is an amazing career. If you're a guy who's trying to be on his feet, I would absolutely recommend you to come into the trucking industry. Work here 2-3 years hard and go about your business. You will be disciplined. Another thing, I spend less money. I spend a lot of money when I get home, but when I'm out here in trucking, I probably like spend what, 150 a week. That's not a lot. Or $100, and what I make 3,000, 3,400, 2,800. That's a lot of fucking money, fam. So I get a lot of money, but I also get to keep a lot of money. So that's one thing I like about trucking, and I will probably do this till I get to my next destination in life, because I don't see myself going back to the 9 to 5. And another thing is the freedom, fam. Freedom. Especially being an owner operator, my truck is paid for. I don't have a lot of debt. I have no debt. That's mad. I owe no one nothing. You feel me? All my money is up to me. If I have a breakdown, I pay for it. Tomorrow I'm gonna go and change a tire. Of course that's something I have to do to keep making money. But trucking is good, man. It's all about how you look at it. But that's one thing I like about trucking, at least for me. It helps me grow. It makes me money. And it keeps me disciplined, So yeah, fam. It's your boy Kavi. I'm done making videos for the day. I uploaded 2 videos today, and I'm about to upload this one. So I'm gonna go get me some food and steady for the rest of the night. So fam, stay safe, stay blessed, go make some money. Peace.